The average Marylander looking for debt relief is carrying $9,630 in credit card debt, the third highest in the country. And Maryland's total debt is growing faster than any other state. So if you're feeling buried right now, you're definitely not alone. In this video, I'm breaking down Maryland debt relief, what actually works, what protects you, and how to take your next step. Hi, I'm Rob. I've been a financial coach for over 20 years, helping people across Maryland work through credit card debt and figure out their real options. My goal is to break this down so you feel confident about your real options for Maryland debt relief. Today we're covering three things: your debt relief options, the Maryland laws that protect you, and what debt settlement actually looks like step by step. If you're a Marylander carrying credit card debt, the system is designed to keep you paying as long as possible. But once you understand your options and your rights, all that changes. Most people looking for Maryland debt help assume debt consolidation is the only move. But if you pick a debt relief option without comparing all four, there's a good chance you leave money on the table. Debt consolidation rolls everything into one payment, but you still owe the full amount. It makes sense when your credit is strong and your income can cover a new payment. Credit counseling works with your creditors to lower your interest rate. Still full repayment, but at a better rate. Debt settlement negotiates to pay less than you owe. It affects your credit, but it actually reduces the total. And Chapter 7 bankruptcy is a full legal discharge. A complete reset, but with a major credit impact. None of them is automatically right. The right fit depends entirely on your starting point. Now that you know the options, let's look into what Maryland law says creditors can and can't do. There's a specific Maryland law that affects your debt, and understanding it could change how you approach your situation. Here's what most Marylanders don't know. In this state, creditors have a legal time limit on how long they can sue you to collect. It's called the statute of limitations, and in Maryland, it's 3 years for credit card debt. That clock starts on the date of your first missed payment. And once those 3 years are up, a creditor loses the legal right to take you to court over that debt. And here's the part worth knowing. Maryland passed a law in 2016 that specifically says making a payment after that deadline does not restart the clock. That's different than many other states. Collectors may still contact you, but they can't sue you. Maryland also has its own Consumer Debt Collection Act, which goes beyond federal law. Under these protections, collectors cannot call you before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m., cannot call you at work if your employer doesn't allow it, and cannot use threatening or abusive language. If a collector crosses those lines, you may have grounds to file a complaint with the Maryland Attorney General's office. After 20 years of coaching, I've noticed that people who know their rights make much stronger decisions about Maryland debt relief. So now that you know your rights, let's talk about what debt settlement actually looks like. Most people never seriously look into debt settlement because they think it costs money up front to get started. Well, it doesn't, and that's just the beginning of what surprises people. Here's how it works with a legitimate company like Freedom Debt Relief. No settlement fee until a settlement is negotiated, you approve it, and the first payment goes out. Not a dollar before that. Most people expect an upfront cost, but there isn't one. Your program payment is built to be lower than what you're currently paying across all your minimums combined. So cash can free up right away. And before you commit to anything, Freedom Debt Relief puts together an estimate based on your actual debts and specific creditors. Not a ballpark, your number. Which of those surprised you the most? Drop a 1, 2, or 3 in the comments. So there's your roadmap for Maryland debt relief. We covered your 4 real options, Maryland's debt collection laws, what creditors can and can't do, and what debt settlement actually looks like. Now you've got a clear picture of your options and the rights that protect you along the way. That's what puts you back in control. And when you're ready, the next move is yours. Just a reminder that this isn't legal or financial advice, so for guidance specific to your situation, be sure to contact a qualified professional. And if you found this helpful, hit subscribe and tap that notification bell. And when you're ready, head over to freedomdebtrelief.com for a free evaluation based on your actual numbers. Freedom Debt Relief has served over 1 million people and resolved over $22 billion in debt. You've got options. Now you know what they are.